Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking DDG and Halle Bailey once again, because we're going to get to in a minute the Manosphere placing a false narrative on Halle Bailey, and it's disgusting. It's uberly disgusting. We got SOULJA Boy responding to DDG, basically telling DDG and his family that they need to get out of LA. That they need to get out of LA, or not get out of LA. Get out of LA, or it's about to go down. It's about to go down, or they're allegedly going to catch the pow pow or hands. I think that's a direct threat. I think that is a direct threat, y'all. And he is calling for Aiden Ross to set up the boxing gloves to have a boxing match and everything else. And this is all because SOULJA Boy responded and said, listen, looky here, like, you put your hands on the Little Mermaid, that's not cool, da-da-da-da-da. DDG responds and everything else, basically calling SOULJA Boy a has-been and a never was, and that it's his time now, even though I can't name you one DDG record. I don't know one DDG record, but I can name you some SOULJA Boy records. I can name you some Ray J records. I can argue they got more clout in the industry than you do. I can argue that. But what I want to get into in here is the false narratives, because now the Manosphere has picked up the Halle Bailey and DDG situation, and I'm disgusted. And this is my problem, y'all. We don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to be on the same page with stuff. That's fine and all well. But can we at least be on the same page on what's right and what's wrong? What happened was DJ academics, who in no capacity should have any say on anything that's going on in anybody's personal life when his personal life is a hot mess. He put out a false narrative, trying to show a stream, trying to make it seem like this is alleged footage of Halle Bailey being ABUSIVE to DDG's brother, and that it has surfaced, and DDG can be seen telling her to stop and relax because there are children around. However, this is not the actual context of what is actually taking place in the video. But see, what happens with the Manosphere is people don't care. They see anything as evidence. And if you don't have the full context, and you just see a clip of something and you're like, oh, this is the gotcha. We can paint Halle as the bitter baby mama. We can paint her as she's aggressive too. She hits men too. She goes after men too. She's a bitter baby mama. She's upset that things didn't work out with DDG and da-da-da-da-da. No. This isn't what happened. So several verified accounts called out DJ academics, and they were like, y'all are slow. This was a stream. They were playing a trivia game, boys versus girls, and the boys were trying to ease up and drop and cheat, and she was telling him to go back to his side, and it was playful to look it up. But the problem is, y'all are mad because Halle Bailey, y'all refuse to believe. Y'all out here thinking it's a conspiracy. Conspiracy. Y'all out here thinking this is a conspiracy. Y'all really think that Jay-Z is controlling everything. Make it make sense. Jay-Z's trying to be on the Cowboy Carter tour, watching his kids and watching his wife, Beyonce. And y'all have come up with this whole plan that Jay-Z runs everything. that anything wrong in the industry to the black entertainers is Jay-Z's fault, and I need y'all to grow up. I need y'all to grow up. I need y'all to grow up. I need y'all to educate yourselves. The judge granting Halle Bailey sole and physical custody of HALLE has nothing to do with Jay-Z. She's not even affiliated with Rocket Nation. Not her, not Chloe. They're with Parkwood under Columbia with Beyonce. That has nothing to do with Rock Nation. Please stop spreading misinformation. But the clips that y'all are posting are out of context. It was a game. You are trying to tell me that if Halle was so violent and was so ABUSIVE, she would be sitting here with sole custody right now. Like, I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all thinking caps on. None of y'all are lawyers. None of y'all are attorneys. None of y'all are in family court. But the moment that y'all see, oh, the Little Mermaid, she's got sole custody, it must be a problem because DDG, he's been on his dreams. And this is what happens with problematic dudes, with F-boy types of dudes, with dudes who are jealous of the success of their counterparts. And when they're upset that they can't get away with the foolishness that they were doing in the relationship and it goes sideways, they still want to be attached to that life. DDG still wants to be attached to the A-list life. Halle is the one with the connection that can see Beyonce and Jay-Z at any point she wants to. Halle is the one that is at the Oscars, is at the Met Gala, is at the Grammys, is at the Super Bowl. That is Halle. She is always going to be the Little Mermaid no matter what. Halle's the one that is getting booked for roles and everything else going on. And whenever she wants to return back to her music career, that is on Halle. But DDG purposefully painted a false narrative on his live streams. Purposefully would paint the narrative, send out the bat signals to the manosphere that Halle was keeping him from his kid and that he couldn't see HALLE when HALLE was sick. And I was here to tell y'all that that wasn't what happened. That Halle had RSV, HALLE had RSV. It is a very serious medical condition. It is life-threatening. I told y'all, medical professionals, y'all know. Whether y'all nurses, doctors, otherwise, y'all know the severity of RSV. Or those of y'all who are parents that may have experienced your child having RSV. Y'all know how serious it is, but that isn't what DDG said on his platform. He wanted to put on a smear campaign against Halle, kept throwing shots at her, kept throwing subliminals at her, tried to release a diss song, alleging that she is jealous of DDG and that DDG can, hook up with other women and do all of this and do all of that. But then you're the same person putting out text messages trying to allege that Halle is with some other dude when she simply was on a Mother's Day getaway vacation with her sister, Chloe. There was no man in sight. There was no vacation in sight. Taking a picture of her bed that is, not made up and trying to make allegations that she's out here sleeping with other dudes. Where are the receipts? Why can't it be that, why is all of DDG's behavior continuing to be covered up by the manosphere? Is what I want to know. Why isn't the manosphere taking into account the seriousness of why Halle Bailey has sole and physical custody until June? Why isn't the manosphere taking seriously that Halle said that she was slammed into a steering wheel? And all of y'all are all of a sudden medical professionals saying what bruises are there and not there, and that it was only a chipped tooth and everything else. And I'm just confused. I am just confused. Y'all say nothing, though, about the bruises on her arms, though. Y'all leave that out. But y'all want to go in the archives and try to compare pictures of her teeth and try to accuse Halle of lying. And y'all want to try to use this photo and these images of her clearly playing a game, but y'all clip it to pass around to the manosphere to say, oh, Halle is aggressive too. Halle is ABUSIVE too. And this is another example of a bitter baby mama who's not happy that she could be with him no more. No. Everything, see, here's what y'all are forgetting, Manosphere. Everything has escalated since HALLE and DDG have broken up. The violence, the aggressiveness, the trying to take Halo away behavior, and HALLE begged the family. Y'all need to be reading these court documents. She begged DDG's family after the incident that something needs to be done here. And they told her, too bad, so sad, leave the baby here and get out the house. They did not care about HALLE. They didn't care about her bruises. They didn't care about her injuries. They didn't care about what she was going through. All they cared about was DDG, and as long as the money rolls in from DDG, that's all they care about. And it's sad, and it's disgusting, and it's deplorable. And y'all have known about this at least since January. And y'all only want to come out now when it was released about the restraining order and released about the sole custody. And now want to cry and boo-hoo on the internet. And try to claim now that HALLE is a horrible person. And that she's Hollywood. That's the Little Mermaid. DDG would never. And that's the problem. Y'all don't see HALLE as a human being. Y'all don't see her as a person. Y'all see her as Hollywood, and therefore y'all want everything that comes with that. And because y'all don't get that access no more, it's a full-on smear campaign. That's not cool, that's not appropriate, and that's not going to continue on my watch. The Manosphere, please have all of your facts. Nothing that is misconstrued, nothing that is being led by DJ academics of all people to paint a false narrative. And again, Jay-Z and Rock Nation have nothing to do with this. Hold DDG accountable for his actions. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.